Hey, hi everyone. Welcome to your show, E-Coffee with Experts. My name is Zanman. Today we have Jay Nair, who is the founder of Lantern Sol with us. Welcome, Jay, to our show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Great. Jay, before we move forward and pick your brains on SEO or digital marketing for e-commerce domain, why don't you introduce yourself, talk a bit about your journey and what Lantern Sol is all about, and we can take it forward from there.
Definitely. So yeah, I've been doing e-commerce for about 12 years now. I originally went to school actually for accounting and philosophy. So I had no idea what I wanted to do at the time. I just picked two random majors and hoped to find something in the middle. And along that way, I quickly realized accounting specifically wasn't for me. I started reading about famous tech entrepreneurs and just entrepreneurs actually. And I realized many of them were in technology. And so because of that, I started learning how to code, build websites. So that was about 12 years ago. Since then, have built probably now 600 some websites, helped companies do over 100 million in online sales. I co-founded a fitness product company myself, actually. So in the early stages, we grew that from 0 to 25 million. So about a quarter of that total business was from a company I also co-founded. And yeah, it's been a journey, worked with hundreds of different industries, everything from dog supplies to industrial packaging to workout equipment, home appliances, fashion, beauty, makeup, chocolate, coffee, wine, anything and everything in between. So it's been a fun journey. It's always new surprises, new businesses, and I love it.
Lovely, lovely. Like you mentioned, surpassing $100 million, it is a remarkable success. Could you elaborate some of the key strategies or insights that have contributed to this level of success?
I tell people all the time, there's not one item. It's just the persistence. I think for most people fail is just giving up too early. None of these
Mhm.
happened overnight. These took multiple years, in some instances, nearly decades, shy of decade to play out. And so the number one thing I think is just unwavering persistence and commitment. It's definitely not easy. It definitely does not happen overnight. Anyone telling you otherwise is wrong. And so persistence is the thing I'd say.
Great, absolutely. Rome was not built in a day. We all know that, right? Great.
Exactly.
Yeah, Shopify has democratized e-commerce so much, allowing entrepreneurs to set up shop relatively easily versus what it was earlier. So, from your experience, what are the common pitfalls new entrepreneurs should be cautious of while starting the Shopify journey?
Yeah, there's a ton of variables that go into it. At the end of the day, basic business 101 is you need more income coming in than more revenue than your expenses.
Mhm.
And it kind of goes back to what I was saying about the persistence and long term. Especially just depending on where you're starting, if you're self funding, if you're taking outside investing, if you have initial capital, if you're really bootstrapping, all those are starting from very different points and positions, which would ultimately shape the strategy and perspective. I think that's one of the things that I love about what I do is I just get to see so many different business models and play of the hand, so to speak, of what someone's looking at to custom tailor each suggestion. The main thing I would just emphasize is understand where you're at. Try to focus on profitable growth. It won't always be profitable, of course. So you need to treat things like investments. You're making decisions. Hey, should I hire this agency for improving our SEO or email marketing? What are the short term costs? What are the long term opportunities? There's really a value equation you're constantly looking at. So, yeah, I think those are the main things I would have in consideration for store owners.
Great. And subscription models, you must be aware about this, have gained significant popularity in recent years. As per you, what are some of the key considerations and challenges you would have encountered while implementing subscription-based strategies for different e-commerce businesses?
Yeah. First of all, subscription is an amazing model. It's more akin to a SaaS model where you're getting a monthly revenue.
Yeah.
Obviously, everyone would want that of, hey, you're getting a consistent customer. So it just skyrockets. Like some of the main numbers you need to be paying attention to are your AOV, your one-time single order, and then the LTV, the lifetime value. So
Hmm.
I see this with customers who sell, or some of my clients who sell coffee, wine, food delivery, chocolate. Those are supplements. Those are all models that are consumables. But I even see it in non-consumable markets. So like with fashion or makeup or beauty, you can turn many items into like a recurring box of some sort. So obviously you want to do what you can to increase both the AOV and LTV. Those are really core concepts to just increase your overall profitability as a company. The main pitfalls, I think, is just they're not necessarily the cheapest tools. You can have very low cost implementation, but you'll have kind of an out of the box cookie cut cookie cutter display on it, UI UX. So there's a lot of different customization you can do on top of that. I think the main
Hmm.
thing is just understanding what options are out there, what's available, what are the costs involved, does it make sense at the stage I'm at in my current business? Are there things that need to be done through the app or that can be done outside of the website? So as far as messaging with customers or reminding them to update orders in some instances with food selection. So I think the main ones is just to be aware of the costs that come involved with that. Many of the better ones are not paid, or they are paid rather. They're not free. And
Hmm.
make analysis of does this make sense to offer to with the projected goal of increasing LTV.
And then with so much of options that all the customers have in all the niches that we all try and sell any product or service, how is your strategy built around attracting new customers and at the same time also retaining the existing ones so that you do not have a leaking bucket situation?
Sure. Yeah, they're different. At the end of the day, a better product is the best marketing. So above
Hmm.
anything else, any sort of marketing tactic or approach, retention approach, the single core best thing is going to be having a better product. So if at any point in time you can improve your product and your issue is the product, then that would be my attention and focus. Really great products will continue to drive demand and more requests and repeat usage. So that's step number one. New customers is going to be different from repeating customers. So for repeating customers, that's the name of the game. Obviously, if someone's signing up for a subscription, they can just cancel right after the first order and get the discount or whatever. So that can and does happen. Store owners should just be aware of that and assess their churn rate and see if that's what's going on. But really, I find for that, more specifically, email and SMS is the probably better tool for increasing retention. You just want to make sure that you're following up afterwards. Hey, how's the product going? Anything you need? Do you know how to use it? Here's some information guide. Oh, by the way, here's some other cool use cases for what you can do with it. I'll use the example of food. Here's some recipes or some ideas of how other people like to use it. You just want to make sure you're engaging that conversation and you also want to have it a conversation. So that implies two-way. You're hearing their feedback as well. Listen to your customers. That'll give you the best insights. Top of funnel. So these are people who don't know about the product yet. This is
Hmm.
typically I'm doing more so through SEO, doing ads, doing partnership, influencers, affiliate models, things like that. Those are typically going to be more driving top of funnel where you're getting people into your funnel, getting them to convert on a new subscription, and then ideally retaining that and lowering your churn rate as much as possible.
Yeah, great. Jay, thank you so much for all these insights which you have shared. But before we wrap it up, I would like to play a quick rapid fire with you. I hope you're game for it.
Yeah, so
Great. What was the last Google search?
my last Google search.
Yeah,
Uh,
you can check your mobile or laptop system. It's an open book.
well,
Don't worry.
actually, no. Before, so I was just doing. It's called 16 Personalities. It's
Huh?
doing a personality test for the whole team to understand what are the different personality types. Help further educate ourselves on who we're talking to, interacting with internally on a given basis. Sometimes you might forget that we all have unique nuances and traits and personality. So that was the last
Mhm.
thing is looking up that the 16 personality traits.
Great. Your favorite day of the week?
Favorite day of the week, Sunday. Sunday's always reflecting with friends, usually doing some of my hobbies include music,
Ah,
exercise.
lovely.
So it's usually a day of just a complete day where I'm just doing everything I love. And then also preparing for the week, doing accounting, finances. I just
Mhm.
find I just really love Sundays.
Great. And what is the best thing that you like about, say, your job, our industry? Just that one thing which kind of puts a smile to your face.
I alluded to it at the beginning, but I think just the multitude and variety of problems and business models I see, I think that's the most rewarding aspect. Is I love being like a mechanic, being able to pop open the hood and just seeing a completely unique puzzle configuration setup each time. And you find the kind of the meta points or the commonalities amongst those. So I think between that, you find those first core principles. But I think just being presented with unique problems, unique scenarios, that's one of my favorite aspects of my line of work.
Lovely, lovely. Great, Ajay. Will not kill you any further. Once again, thank you so much for doing this. Appreciate your time, man.
Likewise, I appreciate it.